Rise and shine, my beautiful divine diamonds. Welcome! Today we have an exciting video where I will be talking about the love language of gifts. And if you're new here, my name is Claire. This channel is dedicated to helping you find success, happiness, get yourselves out of a rut, and level up your lives. And also, it is a great channel to spread love and open our hearts. So the goal here is that we want to be able to embrace and become receptive to giving and receiving love of all different styles, and that includes the 5 different love languages. As you can see behind me, I have Amy, who I am house sitting, and she is a boxer dog. I don't know exactly what she's doing, but there she is. And while you're here, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and if you haven't already, hello Lakeview, welcome. And let's go ahead and talk about gift giving as the love language. So when we are talking about gifts, this means, hello Slamette, welcome. This means that you or your partner or significant person in your life, whoever that may be, likes to receive physical gifts in general. So it's generally like a physical object or a surprise of some kind that you have put together for a specific occasion or a specific purpose, and that is their love language. So I'm gonna go over how to tell if the person in your life has the love language of gifts, and also how to tell, well, basically I'll just go over that. So basically, how do you tell if the person that you are wanting to give love to has the love language of gifts? So you might notice that they get really excited when it comes time for celebrations like birthdays or special events or special occasions, anniversaries, certain dates that are special and significant to them. They will probably get really excited about these events, and they will probably want to plan things for their loved ones. So you might notice that they're planning gifts or they're planning fun events. Welcome! Hello to everyone who's watching. And they're probably just like really excited about making a special gift happen on a special occasion, okay? So that's one thing you will notice. Hello, Chi-Town, welcome. The next thing that you will probably notice if the person in your life is a gift, love language gift receiver, is that they will have really sentimental connections to the things in their lives. So you might notice that they have a lot of collector's items or things that they've received, even little things. It doesn't have to be like giant gifts, but they have special significance to your person, okay? So you might notice that they have items that they keep, that they've held on to for years, that remind them of certain occasions, or they remind them of certain people, or they remind them of certain events, okay? So they're going to be kind of like collectors. They'll want to collect and hold objects and gifts and things close to them that remind them of the past, okay? The third thing that you will also find with someone with a gift receiving love language is that they will most likely really enjoy the act of putting together a gift. So it's not only that they want to just give you a gift, they also want to make it look really pretty or make it really fancy or make it like a special occasion. So they want it to be like this like surprise of like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome and so beautiful. And they want it to be like a really memorable experience for you or for the people in their lives. So they're going to, it's like they want to put on a show for the occasion, for the person, etc. And so they might have, you know, they might really like to wrap things up or make them look fancy or make surprises that you're not going to know of, and then suddenly you'll see a surprise and it'll be like they put a lot of work and effort into, first of all, figuring out the gift. Secondly, getting it really nice and like so wonderful to receive. And third of all, for keeping it a secret, even though they were like probably thinking about it for who knows how long, they were able to keep it a secret so that you or whoever they're giving the gift to will have the surprise. Okay, so having the surprise is really important. Okay, so the other way that you can also tell if someone has the gift giving love language is that when you give them things like physical objects, whether they are, you know, low, not expensive, they could just be like a nice little thing that you made, or something in nature, or like just something that you put together. Like, it doesn't have to be like a huge thing, but you will notice that if you give them that, they will be very happy and they will be very receptive and they will be like very thankful. Okay, so that's one way that you can tell that they have the gift receiving love language, is if you give them a physical thing, they're like super happy about it. Okay, now when we're talking about the love language of gifts, we do have to remember that the person that you are thinking about who has this love language does not necessarily need an expensive gift. Okay, so I know that sometimes we think about gifts as like, oh, I have to like go buy something in order to make them happy, and that is not necessary. Okay, the gift receiving love language is just having a sentimental gift. Okay, so they want you, and this is what you have to do. Okay, so if the person in your life, excuse my hair, it's kind of like all over the place. But if the person in your life has this love language, then you are going to have the best possible chance of making them receptive to you, you know, the chance of love if you're searching for love, or the chance of making a connection or a friendship by, number one, being very aware of what they talk about. So if they have certain things that they like, or if they mention a certain candy that they like, or they mention a certain thing that they want to go watch, or a thing that they want to go do, or something that they don't have that they want, then you are going to be listening in and you're going to be taking mental note of this so that later on, when the occasion presents itself, you can actually get them something that has special meaning to them, that has a special connection to them. Okay, so if you're listening in and you find out that they love chocolate or some specific type of chocolate, then maybe a month or two rolls around and it's their birthday and you get them that specific type of chocolate, they are going to be over the moon excited, because not only is it a gift, but it is something that they specifically love and that you remembered, and that's going to mean so much more to them than just having a gift itself. Okay, so that's where you can really make it work. It doesn't have to be like an expensive gift, it just has to be meaningful to them. Okay, now the second way that you can really make this work, thank you, I'm so glad you enjoy. The second way that you can really make this love language strong and become, you know, more able to give love in the gift giving way and make your significant person really receptive is to make it into a surprise. Okay, so whatever it is that you're going to do, you want to plan it out to where it's not just like randomly giving them a gift and it's like, oh, here's this. It's more like you build it up and you make it special. So however you can make it special to them, whether that be wrapping it up in a really pretty way and giving it to them in a very surprising, purposeful way, to make it a memory. Okay, so you really don't want to just give them something where they don't really remember it. You want it to be a memory that they're going to hold on to. Okay, because this item or this object or whatever this is that you're giving them, like a big part of why they love it so much is because they get to keep the memory. Whenever they look at the object or whenever they look at the gift, they will have the memory. Okay, so you want to make it a special memory. So however you can do that, if you're going to, you know, make it really pretty and have it on a special occasion or an occasion that means something significant to both of you, that is going to be a great way to really make this a memory so that they will always think of that specific event whenever they see their gift, okay? Because they're going to be holding on to their gift and it's going to have special meaning to them. Okay, so now another way that you can make this really great and receptive to your specific person is that you want to plan this out to a special occasion or something that is aligned with whatever the gift is. Okay, so if you have a birthday, that their birthday is coming up, then you want to start planning, how are you going to make this special? How are you going to give a gift that is memorable and special and that aligns to their birthday, right? So it doesn't, so basically I guess that means you don't want to give them a gift on an occasion that doesn't match the occasion, okay? You want the gift to match the occasion properly. So you don't want to give them like a giant, like huge gift on a small event or on a small occasion. You want it to match the occasion. So it just depends on what the occasion is, how significant it is in their lives, how significant it is to both of you, because you don't want to underdo it and you also don't want to overdo it, okay? Because like that could weird them out as well. And then the last thing that you can do to really make a gift special is to know that it's not just an actual physical object that can be a gift, okay? So you can, whatever it is that you can do, it can, as long as it's a surprising and memorable and you put time into it and it's specific and special to them, and it connects to an occasion that is important to them, then anything goes for a gift, okay? It could be an experience, it could be something fun that you do together, it could be basically like a shared experience that you guys both do together, okay? So it doesn't have to be an actual like physical thing, as long as it has the surprising elements and it has the fact that you put in the time, you thought about them, and that they are going to remember it, okay? It's something to remember for them. So those are some tips for how you can actually give love to the gift receiving love language. And if you guys have any additional, you know, things that you want to add, or if you also have this love language, feel free to add more. I know that I have one of my love language is receiving gifts, and I definitely love, like, just like whatever it is, as long as it's something meaningful that I'm going, because I'm kind of like a minimalist in some ways, so I don't like to keep a bunch of random stuff, but to really make a gift like important and special to me, it has to be something that like I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so useful to me, this is specific to me, this is something that I have mentioned that I wanted or needed, or it has a memory attached to it, and the gift itself could even be a fun experience or something that we do together. Hello, Frank, welcome. And so that is kind of how I go about with the gift love language, is just like make sure that it's going to be useful to them in some way, and that you're not just randomly giving them gifts like, oh, here's this random gift for you. Like, they're not going to appreciate that. They're only going to appreciate it if you have put in thought and you've put in effort and you've made whatever the gift is, you've embellished it with thought and an experience and a memory and, you know, just the delivery, okay? The delivery of the gift itself is going to be so important. So just remember that. Hello, thank you. So Yeah, I guess I am teaching. I am a teacher in my own way, yeah. So tomorrow I'm going to go over another love language. We have 4 more left to talk about. And we'll just go over all 5 of the love languages, and then you guys will be all set for giving and receiving love in all the different ways possible, and you guys can basically know how to give love to all sorts of different types of people, and also how to receive love from them, because a lot of times people will give love in the same way that they like to receive it, and you have to be open and receptive and aware that they are giving you love, even though it might not be your own love language. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking, you guys. Like, this is great. You guys are so awesome. And I will see you guys in my next video. And we have my dad's tile project here that we are going to be launching soon. These are his magnets. And as I mentioned, it's a really awesome, fun puzzle that you guys can have on any magnetic surface. And then, yeah, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Remember, as always, you are so powerful. Bye, guys.